day-to-day affairs विकास से
In a major development relating to the AIFF, the Supreme Court has passed a couple of very important decisions regarding the lifting of the AIFF ban. Now, there are two very important points to be noted, folks, in this entire thing. Number one, the CoA has been effectively disbanded by the Supreme Court order that has come now. Second, the elections which were supposed to be held on August 28th has now been pushed ahead or postponed by 1 week. So around September 4 or September 5, the elections which were expected to be held on August 28th, they will now be held on September 4 or 5. So two very, very important statements that have been made by the Supreme Court judgment today. The AIFF's day-to-day functioning has been handed back to the Federation. It will be run, let me just tell you the exact day. The day-to-day management of the AIFF shall be looked at by the AIFF administration led by the Acting Secretary General. Now, who is the Acting Secretary General? It is Sunando Dhar. He will now run the administration until September 4 or 5. So, straight off, two very important developments. With this judgment by the Supreme Court that the day-to-day management of the AIFF shall be looked at by the administration led by the Acting Secretary General, it means now that the CoA is effectively been disbanded. Now, how big is this step? It is a massive step in ensuring that there is no third-party interference. Because remember, why did FIFA ban the AIFF? Because of third-party interference. The Committee of Administrators appointed by the Supreme Court in general was looked at as third-party interference by FIFA. So that was the major issue by which the AIFF was suspended. With this now, it is a step in the right direction. Now, prior to this, as I've said, the AIFF election program has been modified. The date of election has been extended by 1 week. So these are the two major takeaways in all this. Now, why did this situation come up? Why did FIFA ban the AIFF or suspend the AIFF? Number one, the third-party interference point I have already mentioned in this. The second most important point is that the FIFA's biggest sticking point was the inclusion of 36 eminent ex-footballers in the Electoral College for the August 28 election. This was a massive violation of the FIFA rule. Why was it a violation of the FIFA rule? Only elected state associations and not nominated individuals can elect the central administrative body. This was one of the clear demands that FIFA had set. And it is part of the sports code, the National Sports Code Bill, which was there. But unfortunately, it was not adhered to. Now, this paves the way for the AIFF ban to be, hopefully, it should be opened up in the next couple of months. Why? Already we have seen the after effects of the suspension that has been wrought upon by the Indian footballers. Gokulam Kerala FC, the women's team, they could not participate in the major tournament that was held in Uzbekistan. The FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup is still in a limbo because, look, unless and until the AIFF suspension is not lifted, they cannot host the tournament. And thirdly, what happens to the AFC Asian Cup that will be held in 2023? Unless the suspension is not lifted, if it is not lifted at the right time, then unfortunately even India might not even play the AFC Asian Cup that will be held in 2023. So the immediate priority as to why the central government had pushed for such an urgent hearing on this matter was that they wanted to ensure that the FIFA Under-17 World Cup could at least be held. Sunando Dhar is going to head the administration of the AIFF for at least till September 4 and 5. The elections which were scheduled to be held on August 28th, that will be now held in September. These are the two major breaking points that are there in the Supreme Court judgment as of now. Already we have seen that the Gokulam Kerala team could not participate, and that is one major blow, one of the biggest impacts of this suspension. One hopes that the AIFF elections now take place on September 4 and 5. Already the Committee of Administrators has drafted the final constitution, and it is, if I can just confirm this, yes, the CoA has already submitted the draft constitution to the AIFF. So basically, the elections have to be held. If it is held in a proper way, the suspension could soon be lifted. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this special live. We'll be back with more updates from the AIFF Supreme Court hearing. If there is any other update that comes up, subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis. We'll be back with more updates and lives from this special story. Press the like, comment, and share button. We are also there on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thank you.